Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today I'm watching a video by Dogpack called I Worked for MrBeast, He's a Fraud. I've heard a lot of the allegations because it's everywhere now, and I gotta be honest, before I even start I got a few things to say. I kind of don't like MrBeast. I haven't for a long time. I used to watch all his videos, used to be a massive fan. But then slowly over time, when MrBeast started turning from a YouTuber into a corporate entity, I started to really dislike those videos because instead of just being a normal YouTube video, it felt like I was watching a Hollywood production that's poorly made and with a really low budget. I say that because the videos were incredibly fake and scripted, and you could tell. Obviously, MrBeast's main audience are little kids, so they don't know, because they're stupid and, kids are stupid, but it was very obvious to tell that a lot of things in those videos were scripted, so I just stopped watching the videos altogether. And also, have you seen his soulless smile in his thumbnails? When he decided to start doing that, I also was just really put off because that smile looks so fucking fake and everyone should be able to realize that. But that's just a small problem I had. I also just never liked the charity he did. I put it in quotations because is it real charity if you put a camera in their face to record it? It's not. Charity is where you give someone something and expect nothing in return. If you give someone a crap ton of money, knowing you will get more money in return from that video, it's not really charity, is it? I just wanted to share some of my viewpoints on MrBeast. Also, his charity event with cleaning the oceans, Team Seas, I hate that. It disgusts me, honestly, because it doesn't help the oceans. It's just a huge PR stunt and nothing more. He removed 30 million pounds of trash from the ocean. Apparently 8 million pieces of plastic go into the ocean every single day. Now I don't know how much that is in pounds because it could be a big piece, could be a small piece, whatever. 30 million pounds is nothing. There's billions of pounds of trash in the ocean. So that whole thing, it's not really cleaning up the ocean. It's just a massive PR stunt that makes him look amazing while not actually doing anything for the ocean. It was just to make him look good. Remember, just because someone donates to charity doesn't mean they're a good person. Because charity can be used as a defense. If you do something terrible, but you did a lot of charity, people will be like, well, you can't be horrible. He does charity. He's a good person. So yeah, charity is a good form of defense against different allegations. So yeah, I just never trust anyone who does charity and puts it on YouTube because they gain something from it. They gain good PR and money. So it's not true charity. It's just fake. It's PR. Nothing more. But without wasting any more time, let's actually get into this video.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course. If you could post something and everyone in the world would watch it, you'd be the most powerful man on earth.
Also, these are all just allegations. None of this is proven to be true, So let's take all of this with a grain of salt.
You don't have to pay anything to enter a legitimate
How is this legal? I don't get it. It's a scam.
Selling fake signatures.
Ponzi schemes are great up until they just go bust.
He didn't even make the signatures. That was also fake. I knew the content was scripted, but I didn't realize even the fucking signatures were not
provide
real.
some context to this video. I'm a former MrBeast employee, and today I am alleging that the company rigged videos and did illegal lotteries and sold fake signatures. I would consider that fraud, okay? Thank you.
He looks kind of crazy in this.
This is part one into my investigation into MrBeast. I recorded this before the Chris stuff came out. I was also going to come out about the Chris stuff probably in part 2 or 3.
Oh, Chris,
I see a lot of
fuck
people
that
saying
guy.
like, oh, if you knew, why
Should
didn't
be
you
in
come
jail.
forward? Why didn't you go to the
Fucking
authorities?
pedophile.
Well, I was going to come forward, and also like,
No, I mean, I'm
going
not
to
sure if he
authorities
actually
isn't gonna
fucked the
work,
kid,
'cause
but
what are you going to say? Like, you heard rumors that
he's
this
into
person
kids
is
apparently,
married,
so yeah,
you
fuck
know,
him.
there's obviously evidence of like the Shad-based stuff, like that's been out for a while. People have internally known at the
What?
obviously evidence of like the Shad-based stuff, like that's
Shad? Shad? I think this is referring to Shadman. I honestly don't know what that is, and I don't think I want to know,
been
so
out
I'm
for a
not going to
while.
look it up.
People have internally known at the company that like Chris is kind of a potential minors attracted person, and the company protects her, and or they were protecting her, and they protected her as long as they could. Jimmy knew, everyone knew, so you know, which I think that's more of a red flag than anything I'm going to reveal in this video. But you know, those messages happen in like MrBeast discords, and yeah, I don't know, it's a mess when like MrBeast.
Yeah, I heard some news about how apparently MrBeast was in
minor
a...
attracted persons, and the company's protecting
Well,
them.
I can't really call him MrBeast. MrBeast
there's
is the
big
brand. Jimmy.
emphasis at the
Jimmy
company
was
of,
in
like,
a
how
Discord
you
where Chris
manipulate
was,
children, like
which was full
understanding their
of
psychology and
child
everything,
porn
like
or something like that.
seeing that that's sort of used in weird ways, and
So yeah, definitely not a good look for him.
parasocial relationships, and you know, encouraging like almost children simping for these people, and you know, maybe that's
Children
as
simp
nefarious
for
as it gets.
MrBeast, of course they
Or
do.
maybe
He's an
it goes
idol.
deeper. Anyway,
for
here's an
them.
old podcast clip of Jimmy explaining that he knows that his audience is young. Oh, which is an old.
Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention in the beginning. Another reason why I started hating MrBeast content is because he claims it's real and authentic. But it isn't. Anyone with more than a room temperature IQ should be able to tell that, yeah, this is scripted and staged for the drama to make the content better. Better. Which means more fake. Because, you know, content is way better when all the timers go down to the last couple of seconds. Even though in reality they probably have like a couple minutes left.
Old clip, you could say like his audience grew up.
But a couple
I would say it's
seconds,
dangerous.
getting
His
down to
audience
the
since
wire looks
then,
better on
his content's
camera.
only gotten younger. Also, this clip really just shows that like he understands the YouTube analytics are bullshit, because he can try to use that as a defense, but he knows. So here's that.
I mean,
clip.
everyone knows the YouTube analytics
The
are
average
bullshit.
demographic is what, 13 through 17? Is that the biggest spike?
The vast
in your
majority of
analytics?
my
Mine's
viewers
horseshit.
are
It says,
18 to
like,
24,
but I know
but
my
they're
fucking
not.
viewers are little
No
kids.
chance. Everyone lies about their age on
Yeah,
YouTube.
I feel like it's a lot like that.
Everyone
because, you
says
know,
they're
little
18
kids
when they're
lie
like
about their
a
age or
teenager.
they're on their,
In
know,
reality.
like-
Well, yeah, and then I have like a fucking
Well,
massive one for like the 40-year-old range because all the fucking idiots are on their parents' account.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps, which
I mean,
closely
yeah,
align
yeah.
with the 3 major types of behavior.
I mean, that's not just
Step
MrBeast, that's
1
most
is
big
getting the viewer
YouTubers.
to associate the brand
If
with
Markiplier
trust
ever
and
gets exposed,
authority.
I am officially
MrBeast
quitting
videos
YouTube
are
forever.
real, and he's a great guy that gives away big rewards to his loyal followers. I will show you irrefutable evidence in a minute that his videos are in fact fake. Step 2 is showing
See, that's
viewers
another
that
thing
when
I didn't
people
like. There was
interact
never any
with
proof that people
MrBeast in
actually
a way that
received those
benefits
rewards.
MrBeast when they do
Like,
what
for
he
example,
tells
his
them to
giveaways
do,
where
they
he
win big
made a
rewards.
short and he wanted to give away a bunch of iPhones. Like, where's the proof that that ever happened?
Walk around with $1,000. It's like, oh, thanks for watching my videos.
Hit that subscribe button because you might bump into me in real life and it might make you a lot of money.
When people are devout followers of MrBeast, they get rewarded. And step 3 is
So,
finally calling
he's
on the
contradicting
viewer
himself.
to act in some way that benefits the brand, promising big rewards in return. Now it's your turn to do what MrBeast
I like the
tells
police
you, and
outfit.
you
He's
will
going
win
full on
big
content
rewards.
cop.
But you actually won't unless you're famous or friends or family of a MrBeast employee. So young, impressionable viewers are made to believe that MrBeast is a trusted authority who can give them big rewards. These young viewers are explicitly shown that
Another thing I never
dedicated
liked is how
followers
he
or
had so
random
many
subscribers
YouTubers
like
in his
themselves
videos and
are
how often
winning
they
big
actually
rewards when
won.
they do what MrBeast tells them. These young viewers are explicitly told repeatedly that if they subscribe, if they buy products or act in some way that benefits the brand, they will win big rewards. Trust MrBeast, watch him help others, contribute to his cause, and one day he'll help you too. That's the formula.
Except he
Subscribe for
won't.
a Lamborghini, and to make ride, you could be in one of these. Subscribe right now, and you might get pictures next to it.
Now this stuff is obviously a joke, but you do have to remember that the majority of his audience are stupid kids who probably won't even be able to tell it's a joke. Some of them are definitely young enough to not be able to tell. So yeah. But this isn't that bad, everyone does this.
Subscribe for a free car. I love all of subscribe and you can come next time. I give you $100. Subscribe again, subscribe and you can win $10. Subscribe button. You could also win $100. Seriously, we always fly subscribers down. They never fly random subscribers down. MrBeast fakes his videos in ways that are worse than you realize. I say that because he's been exposed for faking videos before, and the common response is, why does it matter if the videos are fake? They're just meant to be entertainment. A large
Well,
part
it matters
of
because he
brand
claims
is the
they're
fact
real.
that he doesn't fake videos.
I remember when I first started seeing your videos, I was like, this shit's gotta be fake.
Oh yeah, it's a
dude,
huge
so-
problem for us now. I actually have to dial back my content sometimes just so people think it's real. But also, if what we had to film was
Sure.
scripted, you know, because what we do is non-scripted, so you have to plan for a bunch of variables that you can't control, blah blah. If what we did was scripted, holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Have you ever faked a video?
But this train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake, this raccoon is a paid actor, this island cost.
That raccoon definitely is a paid actor. I saw that. You're not interacting with a wild raccoon without it attacking you. So that was 100% a trained animal. Definitely not a wild one.
More than $1. The city is not abandoned. These buildings are CGI. But it's not your only way out. You can literally get an Uber to the airport for $20. That's not a lurker. It's just a guy. This whole room is fake. This contestant is an actor and a secret employee at MrBeast. They had him dive through this fake door twice. This line is scripted.
Yeah, another thing I never liked is how they have one person competing and then they just keep bringing him back. It's like, why? You're supposed to bring in random people.
This action is scripted. In fact, pretty much all the videos with Mac are scripted.
I've never actually seen this video because I think I stopped watching at this point. He's clearly waiting for the timer.
What we did was scripted. Holy shit, this stuff would be easy to pump out.
Let's talk about Mac for a
Well,
second.
it is, as we can see.
I found public records showing that.
Wait, hold
let's
on,
talk
isn't
about
that
Mac for a
him?
second.
We will die.
It is.
I found
That's the
public
Mac guy.
records showing that Mac moved from California to Greenville, North Carolina, where Jimmy is located, back in August 2023, 2 months before he appeared as a contestant. According to a former
Ooh.
MrBeast employee, this is around the time when Mac started working full-time on the editing team at MrBeast. Also, he didn't just move into any old house, he moved into a $1 million mansion. Now, I'm not going to dox him, only some asshole would do something like that.
After doxing and bullying the pilot some more like a f***ing douchebag,
turns to Eric and says, how do I fly this thing? And Eric just starts pushing buttons.
But I did find pictures of this mansion online, so I fed them into ChatGPT and asked it to create similar images. And this is what it came up with. And it's honestly not that far off. His 6,000 square foot $1 million mansion comes with a movie theater and 7.
Oh yeah, another thing I didn't like, it's how Jimmy actually collabed with Logan Paul. That was just a massive red flag, because I think Logan Paul was in his 50 subscribers something video that he released recently. That's just a massive red flag for me, because come on, this is Logan Paul, the guy who scams his fans all the time.
Bathrooms.
what are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that $800,000 is really going to change your life.
Max is a nice car.
Tell me, where are we right now?
We're in the place that we drove to a few minutes ago.
Mac, let's cut the shit here. What have you been doing for like the last year?
A lot of family stuff.
What kind of family stuff?
Just like, you know, playing catch with my dad, you know.
For a year? How do you make money? How are you like surviving?
Basically, my main strategy is I go to like grocery store type places.
Grocery store?
Wow.
Yeah, I basically what I'll do when I get there. I usually get like an amount of food that would feed me for like a week or so, right?
With what money?
The money that I've made.
How did you make it?
Huh? Yeah, listen, you're getting too caught up in the details. They'll figure it out. We will die. You understand that?
During this time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly
Yeah, I never believed this video. This was 100% bullshit. There's no way they actually stayed on that thing for 7 days.
see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds.
Oh,
After a
it's
hard
empty.
cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of
No
the boys
surprise.
have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there were YouTubers on that, like Minecraft YouTubers.
Completely.
Do you think a Minecraft YouTuber would be able to survive going outside? And especially on something like this? Like, obviously not. They would never survive this.
Soaked.
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht. It's ironic because this is one of the videos where they claim that they don't fake things.
But no, we have to be the real channel that doesn't fake things.
In this video, this wink was added in post. In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him. This whole reverse storyline was added in post. Multiple shots show how timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. Timers are edited in post. They also manipulated contestants' audio in post.
We got 15
How has no one
You
ever
never know if
noticed
anything
this?
happens last
Or
second.
maybe they didn't, they
Or
were
you
just
hear someone's
labeled
voice
as a
that can't
Mr. Beast
see their mouth.
hater.
The audio could easily be added in post.
I literally think I'm gonna kill you.
And yes, this lie detector video was also fake.
Have you ever faked a video?
All lie detectors are fake.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Okay, so MrBeast fabricates some contestant dialogue and timers and movements and storylines and uses a bunch of shitty CG.
All of that would not be a problem if he just didn't claim that the content was real. If he didn't say that, this would not be a problem. It's like, okay, whatever. But he says it's real, but it isn't. So now it is a problem.
Yeah, but who really cares? I mean, the videos are just for entertainment only, right?
What sucks the most is that this won't change anything because most of Jimmy's fan base are little kids who won't even see this.
Right?
So
wrong. Let's look at this video. Not only
Jimmy
are the
won't even be
results of this
punished.
video completely scripted, but the contestants are not random subscribers.
So many people had jobs.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your
I've never watched this
favorite.
video, but I'm 100% sure the women got the W. Because that's good PR.
So yeah, the random
That's the times we
subscribers
live
you
in.
see in challenges are actually never random. They're almost always local to MrBeast and oftentimes friends and family of MrBeast employees or just the employees themselves. And when they do...
That's another thing. In the beginning, in the old videos, he was like, I put my friends in a circle, last to leave gets $10,000. So you know that he's giving money to his friends. If these are his friends or his workers, but he's claiming them as random people, then yeah, that's a problem. Back in the day, he said, yeah, I'm giving it to my friend, not a random person. If he's saying he's giving it to a random person, but he's really not, then he's lying. It's a problem.
From outside of North Carolina, it's usually somebody who's in the industry, who's camera trained, who has built a following. It's usually somebody who's in the industry.
Isn't that like his editor, Bailey? Oh yeah, it is.
Who's camera trained, who has built a following.
Hey, anyone have friends
Logan.
watching that wants 10 grand?
They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will not win $1 million. And what's even worse is that the results of this video were completely scripted. According to a former MrBeast employee, it would have been a PR problem if the...
That was the most obvious thing from this entire video so far, that the girls would win. Because if the boys won, it would be a PR problem. That is 100% believable in our current times and with the political climate we have right now. Especially considering that YouTube is a liberal platform. So of course, if the boys won, it would be a PR disaster. So yeah, this is not surprising in the slightest. I don't even need evidence this is real, because this is definitely true.
MrBeast employees who got out immediately. Production stepped in to actually make the results of the challenge closer. You can actually see some of this happen on camera, like when Jimmy pays one of the boys $10,000 to leave, which is twice as much as the actual prize money. But doesn't make the same.
Wait, 100 boys and 100 girls for 500,000. So each person would get 5,000. And he's giving them 10,000 to leave. Why would anyone stay?
Same offer to the girls.
The boys were blowing you out of the water. I paid the one guy who knew how to solve them to leave. Now if you don't win, that was all for nothing.
At another point, he gives the girls a camera drone so they would have been able to see how many boys were left. It doesn't work out, but seeing how much they're willing to help them on camera, I'm willing to believe that they did, in fact, help them off camera. Apparently at the end,
you don't need evidence to believe
they
this.
stepped on the red line and not the girls, so that the girls would win the challenge. And to be clear, obviously the girls had an unfair start with having so many MrBeast employees get out immediately. I think they all did deserve $5,000 for that, but also the boys should deserve a fair chance at winning, I think. I think that's the expectation when you run a game show. But hey, that was a while ago, so I'm just glad they're not doing another rigged boys versus girls video.
Oh, they are.
That MrBeast likes the results to be close, and that offstage producers can sort of influence how a challenge
it looks good on camera when the results are close.
This is a real
but you can tell it's
not
real, it's not authentic.
In the video as it does in real life. Now immediately the intro is sped up. And the timer is clearly added in post. He clearly touches the laser here, but whatever. Let's assume that it's all real.
Wait. I don't know who this is, but apparently it's a celebrity and an illusionist.
When he reaches the bottom floor, he has to turn these water valves. Now you can tell that these valves aren't actually connected to anything because the water flows out in an instant, and it happens when he's not even touching the valve. The contestant also goes back to the first valve.
I haven't watched this video.
Happened, and he's still able to spin it. So the
I think this is one of the more recent ones.
It isn't actually connected to the flow of water. So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water. And assuming they've tested this, The producers might know how long it takes for the water to clear out of the room, so they can sort of decide on the fly how many turns of the valve it takes, or just when to trigger the water in general to make the results close. And in this video, spoiler alert, the contestant wins the money.
This
So
really is
rigging
just
the challenge
like
could be seen as a
Hollywood.
good thing.
It's
There are many
obviously
examples of
fake,
contestants
staged,
losing.
and
in
it's low
traditional
quality
media,
too.
This kind of rigging is actually completely illegal.
We always have the same person tie all the knots so that we know they've tied them at the exact same tension. I mean, we get down to inches. And then we have a standards and practices person. And if you don't know what that is, on any kind of a game show where there is a prize, you have to have somebody that ensures that it's fair.
That's another thing I don't understand. How can MrBeast give away that money? A lot of things he's done seem kind of
I paid the one guy who
illegal.
to leave.
In my mind, I'm thinking it's a fair game, but it's not. If they were having problems finding people, they can see kind of what area you're in. And they came to my area many times, and I was in the smallest cupboard. They had like big ones, medium ones, and small ones. I contorted this little 4'10" body into the smallest space, and I was in there for hours. And they didn't even open the door because they were like, a person can't even fit in there. So they went in there and they opened all the cabinets, and my heart was like, oh, they're gonna find me, they're gonna find me. And then I could hear them saying, like, she's not here. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, she's not here. The other thing that they said is absolutely no climbing in the air vents or the ceiling. And they said it's because they do all their wiring in the ceiling.
I'm actually surprised she's saying this. Wouldn't she have signed an NDA if she was on MrBeast's channel?
Original production. Zach would have been eliminated for cheating. He broke the rules, and guarantee you, if I climbed in the ceiling, MrBeast would eliminate me.
He was in the ceiling!
Also, I think
eliminate me.
I want to read that. Give the money to their fans. What does that mean exactly? Like, I mean, yeah, of course you're not gonna care about fairness. You wanna make the best video to make the most money. I mean, I understand it. No one wants to watch something that's real. I mean, there's a reason reality TV exists. None of it is actually real, but it's good drama, even though it's fake as fuck. And I don't know how people can watch that. Personally, I can't stand it. But yeah, apparently people like fake drama for some reason. So it's all staged.
Also, I think some of the MrBeast giveaways have been fake, but I'll get to that later. So now that I've explained some of the ways that MrBeast lies to build trust with his audience, I want to go on to explain how he exploits that trust for profit through running illegal lotteries, selling fake signatures, giving children diabetes, and more. A call to action is simply when you tell the viewer to do something, saying subscribe is a call to action. Early in his career, MrBeast found a better version of this where he takes a call to action and he adds positive or negative reinforcement to it. Now, as adults, we can recognize that subscribe for a cookie is a joke.
Okay, this is obviously just a joke.
But again, MrBeast's audience is primarily children who may have authorities in their life that act.
This is a joke, the whole part about subscribe for a cookie and how that apparently messes with kids, but this is supposed to talk about a more important point about how children are incredibly gullible and MrBeast can use that trust they have in him to profit off of them. The whole cookie is just an example. It's not supposed to be the main point.
Actually use sweet treats or video game detentions as forms of reinforcement, and you aren't born understanding sarcasm. Whatever the reason, these reinforced call to actions are more effective than just saying subscribe.
It's also difficult to understand sarcasm on the internet.
The call to action giveaway.
If you guys want to win a brand new PS5, all you have to do is subscribe.
These types of giveaways are always bullshit.
People are still doing fucking giveaways. Holy shit, it's so annoying. Stop this fucking shit. I'm so tired of it. Fucking 10 years.
The thing I don't understand about giveaways like that is how would you tax them? Because every time you win something, you have to pay taxes on it. So how are they going to pay taxes if they receive like a PlayStation 5? How's that going to work? Do they just have to pay the money out of their own pocket? Because that's not a win. You should, at that point, just buy a PlayStation 5 with your own money. You know what I'm saying? Everyone who wins a car on MrBeast doesn't actually get a car. I can guarantee that 100%. Also, anyone who won a Lamborghini, if they actually did get the car, they definitely sold it, because who the fuck wants a Lamborghini? The upkeep of that car within the time span of a few years is going to cost more than the car itself. Not to mention it's a supercar. It's going to break down very often. It's just not reliable.
Of YouTube, people are still like buying subs for this shit.
So over the next 7 days, I'm going to be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel.
All you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
I literally spent over
$1 million
$1 on these phones, and we literally found
sure
it
you did.
1 minute before. I literally spent to do to enter.
Get it.
A free Samsung. So over the next 7 days, I'm going to be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung.
Over 1 million on these phones. Well, if there's 1,000 of them, divide 1 million by 1,000. That would be, what, $1,000? How much is one of these phones? Probably around 1,000. But at the same time, all these boxes could just be empty. He could have pulled out one box which was full and actually had a phone in it to pull it out and show, yeah, this is real. The rest could just be empty. Yeah, I don't believe this.
$1 million on these phones, and we literally found him 1 minute before Zach. I spent over $1 million on these phones. All you have to do to enter is hit that subscribe button.
Samsung, I just want you to love me.
So yeah, that's what a call to action giveaway is. At best, they are a way to buy subscribers, but much of the time they are legitimate scams. Either a YouTuber doesn't actually give away a prize, or in the case of these live streams, they are illegal lotteries where the only way to win a prize is by making a purchase. And obviously,
I remember the live stream where Chris showed up for the first time after like transitioning, you know, because he's trans. That first live stream, it got so many dislikes. That live stream no longer exists. It's gone from the internet. You can't watch it anymore because it made the MrBeast brand look that bad.
I'm not a lawyer, so I'm just going to show you the law and then show you irrefutable evidence of what's being done, and you can make your own conclusions. The FTC defines a lottery as containing 3 elements: a valuable prize, random chance, and consideration, which can be time or effort, but in most cases is just payment. To successfully run a contest or a sweepstakes, you must eliminate one of these factors. A contest, for example, eliminates chance, and a sweepstakes eliminates consideration. In determining if any MrBeast giveaways have been illegal lotteries, we need to identify a prize, which is distributed through random chance and cannot be won without spending money. On August 2nd,
another thing I don't like is how you have MrBeast give away a bunch of money to a random person, but it's like you have to pay taxes for that. Let's say it's actually a random person. They get that money. They have to pay taxes for that. They can't just get the full prize because that's not legal. You have to pay taxes on every source of income. And winning a prize money, it's taxable income. You have to pay your taxes on it. And this is in the United States. So how much are taxes in the US? Like 30%, 33%, I think. It also depends on how much they win. But even if you win 100,000, you're gonna lose 30 to 40,000 of that. So you're really only getting 60K. I'm not sure how it works when you win $10,000. Do you just have to pay 3,000 to 4,000, or is there like a smaller percentage because it's a smaller amount? Also, how does this tie into your yearly income? How does the taxation system in the United States work? I don't even know. Fuck it. Let's ignore it.
MrBeast live streamed him
It's too complicated.
and his friends signing limited edition shirts celebrating 40 million subscribers. And here are just some of the clips from that stream.
For those of you who are just joining, if you buy one of our limited edition,
yeah, I don't believe he signed all of them.
We're celebrating 40 million.
There's no way.
With a really big video. Then we will sign that shirt, and some of them will get random prizes like this. In 10 minutes, right? Because we gotta give them time to do their cart. We'll give 2 orders $500 each. 5 minutes, someone's getting $3 grand in their order. In 5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. 2 minutes, newest order gets $2,000. Good luck, everybody.
So this was a 6-hour live stream. They took it down off YouTube, but 5 hours of it are still up on their Facebook page.
It also doesn't exist
5 hours, I counted
anymore.
46 illegal lotteries. These lotteries are also run poorly multiple times.
Another thing
They would
I
say
didn't
something
like about
buy
Mr.
in
Beast
the
is
next
how he
5
always
minutes
said
for a
that he
chance to
lost
win.
money on some of the
And then
videos.
7
Like,
minutes later go,
no, he didn't.
Actually,
He didn't
you
lose
ordered
money on
30
those videos.
seconds
No
ago.
fucking
In
chance.
5 minutes, we're gonna do the same thing again. We're gonna put $1,000 in a random order. Hey, Daryl, don't we owe someone $1,000?
We do.
Yeah. So, all right. So the newest order in 30 seconds, we are going to put $1,000 in your package.
Stephen K.
Okay.
Stephen King. And there is no second giveaway 30 seconds later, like Jimmy said. This is just one very shady giveaway. They just go on to talk about how
Oh yeah,
Stephen
spend
made a
money
profit.
and you might win, except you won't.
We're proud of you, Steven.
I counted 13 of these extra shady lotteries where they did not give the prize in the original time frame that they said.
Okay. So we're gonna put 2 iPhones in this piñata, and we're gonna give it to someone who orders a shirt in 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Buy a limited edition shirt or hoodie, and we're gonna pick a random one in 10 minutes and give them $2,000.
Have we done iPhones yet?
Oh,
we did one.
Oh wait, hey
Yeah.
Daryl. First, actually, before we do that, we never picked a piñata.
So these clearly fit the definition of an illegal lottery.
Wow.
These clips are also not out of context. No one ever said no purchase necessary. There's nothing in the description or on the website. At one point, MrBeast is informed that they ran out of PlayStations, and he says, "Are we trying to not sell merch?"
Our city is sold out of PlayStations. We don't have any. We have to give away. Are we trying to not sell merch?
So he clearly knows that they're making more money by running these illegal lotteries.
I mean, yeah,
shady thing he did
100%.
was constantly
If you tell
suggest
people they can
too
win something,
many
they're definitely
giveaways to
gonna
make a profit.
be more
My guy
incentivized to
over there
actually
was
buy your
like,
merch.
Stop, please. Like, you do realize every time you give away an Xbox and $1,000, you don't make money. I'm like, oh, I know we're not gonna make money. What are we doing, guys?
Yes, you do.
We're gonna check after the stream, and it's gonna be like,
oh no,
what a waste. Yeah, I know.
I don't know how anyone could believe that. An Xbox or a PlayStation costs how much? Like $500 to $1,000? I don't know the value of it in USD. But it definitely doesn't cost that much. Maybe I'll say 500. You sell 10 shirts for $50. I'm not sure how expensive it is, but I'd say it's somewhere around like $40, $50 for a piece of merch. That's just 10. Every time he says that, there's probably a couple hundred people who buy it. He's making a lot of money on this. He's not losing anything. That's just a blatant lie.
We're gonna break neutral.
When there was just no way they were ever even close to losing money on this stream.
I don't know who this is, but you just got a pair of AirPods. Oh my gosh, we're not making money. Guys, we need to stop giving everyone something.
We've just lost like 7
almost everything that someone's bought, we put something in their package. I'm not gonna make money.
In 5 hours, they gave away.
Someone's bought, we put something in their package. I'm not.
Almost everything means 0.06%. Apparently. I'm not sure what 100% would be according to him.
Not gonna make money.
In 5 hours, they gave away about $50,000 worth of stuff and sold over 50,000 t-shirts. Selling these t-shirts at $42 each, profit margin would be about $22. But even if they were making like $1 per shirt, they would still be fine.
It would still be a
Also, by
small
my estimates,
profit.
only 1 in every 1,600 orders actually won a prize. And I guarantee he has real-time analytics on his laptop. He knows they make more money every time he says, "Oh my God, guys, we're giving away so much stuff. We're not even gonna make a profit."
I mean, the we're losing money was always fake. His videos also don't lose money. He just makes way more than he spends on it.
So it's probably not actually random. You know, humans have biases. Imagine Jimmy.
You know, apparently, within the first few days this video came out, you just couldn't search it. You couldn't find it because apparently YouTube, like, I think shadow banned it, something like that. At this point, I would not be surprised if YouTube was messing with MrBeast's algorithm, if it recommended his videos to more people. It would not be surprising because you have to think, Jimmy makes millions from his videos. You know how much YouTube takes? 45%, I believe. So YouTube is also making a lot of money thanks to MrBeast. So the more money he makes, the more money they make. So it would not surprise me if YouTube was boosting his content somehow. I know I completely pulled this out of my ass. There's no evidence for anything like this, but would it surprise you? It would not surprise me.
He tells the guy off camera, "Hey, pick a name right now." And he sees 2 names. One is easy to pronounce, one is not. This is why lotteries are heavily regulated, to ensure fairness. Also, obviously, you have to be 18 to play the lottery.
Oh, yeah.
Gambling. MrBeast
Well, don't you have to
isn't
be
just promoting
21 in
gambling to
America?
children here.
You have to be 21
He's
to
running
drink?
the casino, and this isn't even close to the worst stream he's done. 4 months later, MrBeast signed shirts again, but this time it was a 24-hour live stream with way more illegal lotteries. And by the way, the rest of these streams were taken down shortly after upload, so all I have is some old clips and Reddit threads talking about them. Now this stream did say,
that's not surprising.
a ton of giveaways, no purchase necessary in the description. But to be eligible to win most prizes, you had to make a purchase.
Would you guys
So,
prefer? Would you prefer
how does that make any
we
sense?
throw money in random orders? Or that
He's
we throw
constantly
items in
contradicting
random
himself.
orders?
It's crazy how people didn't realize this before.
Switch. Buy a shirt. In 30 minutes, we are giving away my car to someone that buys merch.
Which each giveaway is its own independent event. You can't give one prize to someone who buys something and a different prize to someone in chat. The prize where you have to buy something is still an illegal lottery, which obviously MrBeast knows this, but you know, he's a poker player. He likes a little bluffery, a little plausible deniability, you know, pretending to be ignorant of the law.
You know, YouTube's a little different than this. Yeah. Because YouTube, I can just do stuff like that. I can just be like, you know what? Pull up a database of 100 people that bought chocolate bars and pick 100 random ones. Got it. I think I can do that over here. I don't know. So I don't want to say anything, and then someone be like, yeah, actually.
Yeah, no, just because you're on YouTube doesn't mean you're allowed to do something that's illegal. It's not how that works.
That's illegal.
Right. But if you have a lot of money, you can do illegal things and get away with it.
Without spending at least $42.
And we're giving away a Tesla to someone random who bought stuff.
They also gave away 24 tickets, which gave you the opportunity to be in a video. Again, most of these tickets you had to make a purchase to win.
One random person that buys in what time frame? 10 minutes. We're going to put this in someone's order that buys something.
And we're gonna have 24 people. We're gonna put them in 24 different circles.
I am so glad I never spent any money on MrBeast
Also,
merch.
this video never happened. There is no MrBeast video of 24 people in circles competing for $1 million. Unless it ended up being 100 people in a circle competing for $500,000.
But that doesn't make
which is
sense.
A smaller prize and much worse odds. So like, did they just pocket the money or what? Hey!
Probably.
It's the pilot guy.
Let's get it!
Wait, he's about to be the first one out? That's unlike him.
Even though you got out first, I still have a prize for you. Just wait here.
Oh, first person out gets a car, and it just happened to be your friend Mac. Another thing that just annoys me is Jimmy constantly
That
says
looks
during
so
the live
bad.
streams that he's just doing this for fun because he loves giving things away.
Oh, and I just like giving away
But he
stuff.
makes
It's
a
kinda funny.
huge profit
Imagine
from
you
it.
just lost a bunch of money at the casino, and the owner comes out and he says, "Guys, the reason I do all this, I
Kind of
just
is
love
like
giving away
that.
money."
It kind of is like a
Also,
casino.
you're 7 years old in that example. It's insane that he can flip these massively profitable illegal lotteries targeted towards children as an act of generosity.
So I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to go place an order at shopmrbeast.com. Anyone watching any of the lives, and we're gonna throw iPhones in some of them.
And again, there are very few videos of this live stream on the internet. I think MrBeast probably copyright strikes re-uploads. But almost any clip you do find will have some new violation of internet gambling or sweepstakes laws.
I thought it was him. I was like, he won. Wait, really? Let's go. Wait, it's literally like his initial. Who is it? My cousin. Wait, really?
Actually, that's illegal.
Some of the common complaints we see in threads about this live stream are that they only signed large t-shirts. So when they selected an order to give a prize, it was apparently always a large or extra large t-shirt. They kept saying things like buy in the next 15 minutes for a chance to win and then not honoring it. Multiple people claiming that their name was read to win a prize and they never received it. This person is still tweeting about it to this day. Now there's a lot more people and they never received it.
MrBeast fans, please get this to Jimmy ASAP. 883 days ago, I won a MacBook Pro on a 24-hour live stream promoted on YouTube. Ha! This makes me wonder how the gaming channel worked, because on the gaming channel, people who played the Minecraft could apparently win money if they won the challenge, but makes me wonder if those people are also just friends of MrBeast, or if they ever received the money.
person
if he
is
fakes
still
one
tweeting
thing, he's
about
gonna
it to
fake
this
most
day.
things.
There's a lot more people complaining about the deceptive sales tactics. Reading all this really upsets me because I spent money I honestly didn't have for 5 shirts at different times during the live when they...
See, it's a complicated situation because on one hand, Jimmy is to blame because, well, he fakes everything, he's lying, but at the same time, these people are not forced to buy it. They do it on their own. Yes, they're being lied to, but they're not forced to buy it. It's a choice. So I'm not sure how this would be treated legally, but you can blame MrBeast for being a dishonest dick, but you can't blame him for people spending their own money because that's their choice.
They said things like, buy now and you will get prize or money. And I received 2 orders and nothing but shirt, both with MB and one with a heart and one with a smiley. I was hoping for at least a couple things for Christmas for my family. This commenter also goes on to explain that she's disabled, has PTSD. Lotteries and scams specifically target vulnerable populations like that. I'm disappointed. My son bought a signed shirt and was so excited. He watched the live stream and saw that people who bought would receive $100. He was excited to win something and be a part of his favorite streamer, MrBeast. When the shirt arrived, he was grinning from ear to ear. When he realized that there was no $100, he was visibly disappointed. He said nothing other
Was
than,
that a promise,
I guess
though?
He meant everyone except
Because
me.
I don't think
He
so.
loves his shirt, but I'm really upset seeing him hurt. And obviously people can lie on the internet, but a lot of people are independently claiming the same things. Like that at the end of the live stream, they said they were putting $100 in every order. Now,
See, that's the thing with MrBeast. A lot of people are claiming this, but at the same time, it's hard to just believe it because MrBeast is a giant YouTuber. He's the number 1 on the platform, so there's definitely going to be just more than just one person who's trying to claim something when in reality they're just lying. So it's like MrBeast is definitely lying, but these people could also be lying. They could be telling the truth, but they might be dishonest. So it's like you can't trust anybody. You can't trust MrBeast. You can't trust these people. You can't trust anyone.
My speculation is that they put $100 in every order that came across the table that they signed. But I'd be interested
Well, then they
to see
definitely
how
would be
they
losing
word
money.
that. If the video of this live stream ever resurfaces, I think a lot of these claims will be proven true.
Yeah, if they actually said there would be $100 in every single shirt, that no one would do that. Absolutely nobody would allow that to happen. No one would say yes to that because if it's $42 per shirt and you're putting 100 in every one, you're losing $142. Well, okay, no. Let's say you make a profit. He said $22 per shirt and it's $42 to buy it. So then they're losing $20, then they're losing $100. So then with those $22 of profit they do make, they would be losing $98 per shirt. I think my math is correct on that, but I might be wrong. No one would say yes to losing almost $100 per shirt. If they sell 50,000 times 100, that's 5 million. Right? 5 million. 50,000 shirts, $100 per shirt. 50,000 times 10 is 500,000. Yeah, $5 million. No fucking chance.
Which MrBeast definitely has this stream saved. He saves all his footage. So I'll ask you, Jimmy,
Unless he specifically deleted it, like that stream
also,
of Chris.
archive.org, we can see what the website looked like on the day of the stream, and while there's no mention of any sweepstakes whatsoever, it does say this limited tee signed by MrBeast and crew, but the description says it's signed by a member of the MrBeast crew, and it doesn't say anywhere that other members will sign MB, deceiving people into believing it was signed by MrBeast.
Someone else signed it with the MrBeast signature. Wow, that's fucking disgusting.
Maybe not forging. Using MrBeast's signature. So Tyler signs MB, which is MrBeast's signature. Then he covers it, signs his own initials, TC, smirks, looks around, and then quickly slides the shirt away.
He looks guilty as fuck too.
You know, you don't accidentally have someone else's signature as muscle
Look
memory.
at
Then
Tariq.
again, I'm not
I
a
think that
lawyer.
was his
I think
name.
This is fraud. Maybe
He's
they can
guilty as
say
fuck. He
it's
noticed
the
it.
brand's signature, even though it's clearly implied that this is Jimmy's signature, which was established during the last live stream.
Hey! MB, Mr. Beast. So this is Mr. Beast's signature.
No way, this one was signed by Mr. Beast.
Except it actually
It's
isn't.
got the MB, but that means it's signed by Mr. Beast. That's obviously his. Mr.
It's a
Beast.
completely
This is so
different
cool.
signature.
That's obviously
He couldn't
his.
even fake it correctly.
You know, some people bought these shirts as collector's items or even investments, and this puts into question the authenticity of all Mr. Beast signed merch, which otherwise could have been very valuable one day. This was clearly muscle memory, and judging by his body language, he knew he exposed this. Even Tariq notices Tyler slip up.
They both look
immediately
guilty
looks
as heck.
into the camera, looks guilty, and then readjusts his body and rubs his hands together. Also, Mr. Beast said during the live stream that this is the last time he'd ever sign anything, and that was just a lie. Illegal lotteries targeted towards children and selling fake signatures. I mean, imagine if any other YouTuber was caught doing this.
You're very smart.
I mean,
Oh, they were caught doing this, and I'm pretty sure they were... did they face any punishment? Oh, someone's channel got removed over gambling. Well, that's not going to happen to Mr. Beast because he makes YouTube way too much money. It's just like YouTube content farms, which are AI-generated videos targeted at kids. They make YouTube far too much money because kids are way too easy to exploit. If we say too many swear words, if someone says too many swear words, your video gets demonetized. But if you do stuff like this, that's perfectly fine.
Any other
Classic
YouTuber
YouTube.
was caught doing this.
You're very
the guy
smart
who
with your
just
money.
throws away millions of dollars on YouTube videos is a gambler. Who would have thought?
By this point, Mr. Beast noticed a problem with these CTA giveaways. I mean, obviously they're illegal, but more importantly, they're not as profitable as they could be. Look at it like this. There are two
How could it be
value
more profitable?
propositions at play here. The perceived value of the product and the perceived value of the chance to win a prize. So for something like these $42 t-shirts, if the viewer values the chance to be in a video at $10, they need to value the t-shirt at an additional $32 to make the purchase. So the more expensive the product, the less effective the lottery is. You want to get the product as close to $0 as possible, so people are just paying for the perceived value of the lottery. That's what's most profitable because humans can't accurately comprehend the difference between 1 in a million odds versus 1 in a billion odds. They both kind of just compute as...
I gotta be honest. Anyone who thinks they can win the lottery is, in my opinion, stupid and an idiot. Because, to me, it's like, if I have a 1 in 1,000 chance of winning, that's already just not gonna happen. So if it's any more than 1 in 1,000, it's like... What made you think you could possibly win?
I have a small chance to win, which Mr. Beast is well aware of this flaw
Small.
in human mental arithmetic.
Minuscule.
Past a certain point,
Practically
the average human is
non-existent.
like, large sum of money, click. And like
Right.
larger sum of money doesn't really impact the viewing experience.
So also, the larger your audience is, the more profitable a lottery will be. Anyway, Mr. Beast wanted the cheapest product possible to use for these CTA
Feastables.
giveaways. Basically a piece of paper, but you obviously couldn't sell a piece of paper without getting backlash.
Wait, what? Feastables did try to do a sticker sweepstakes, but they quickly removed the promotion because it encouraged mild vandalism and spreading garbage. Uh-huh.
So in January 2021, 3 months after the last shirt signing stream, Mr. Beast did a live stream where for only $10, viewers could send a picture to the moon. Wait, JPEGs that are going to the moon? And of course he did more illegal lotteries.
Just to keep things fun and interesting, as if putting a photo on the moon isn't interesting enough. Someone who puts a photo on the moon, or if you buy the bundle, whatever, and the next 30 minutes, we'll just fly you down to be in a video.
3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon, where they would be immortalized. It fucking exploded.
It crashed?
3 years later, the spaceship finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon, where they would be immortalized. It fucking exploded. So obviously, Mr.
Oh
Beast
my
refunded
God.
everyone, right? Right, exploded. So obviously, Mr. Beast refunded everyone, right?
Of course not.
Right? Is it Mr. Beast's fault that the rocket exploded? No.
No.
Is it his fault that he advertised it as for $10 I will put your photo on the moon?
For
Yes.
$10, I'll put whatever picture you want on the moon.
When he couldn't guarantee that? Yes, of course. October 16th, 2021, same thing. Buy this shirt to be in a video.
Shopify dashboard. We just have like a random number generator, and then like we just put the number, like if there's 1,000 orders, we just put it, picks a number between 1 and 1,000, then my people give me the name. So, the first person that we're inviting to be in our Squid Game, if you want to enter, click the link in the description, buy the shirt or hoodie, is Alonzo Diaz.
Didn't the YouTuber win the Squid Games video?
Bro, there's an actual $100 bill.
Oh, no. Wait, really?
Like, they actually sent a $100 bill.
Wait, what does it say? Oh, now we have to read the message. You and your crew are an inspiration to our young ones. He wanted to send you $100. Everyone click the link, or the view product thing in the bottom left. We're gonna open 3 packages, and whatever's in those 3 packages, we're gonna give someone random that buys.
MrBeast is the American dream.
Now I'm gonna get to what in my
I've heard that Jimmy apparently wanted to run for president. I think he's perfect for the role because he is a massive liar. He's a pathological liar, and he would be great as a politician. Like, as a YouTuber, he's already really good because he just lies to kids. Now, he can lie to everyone else. To an entire country. When I first heard that Jimmy wanted to run for president, I just laughed for 5 minutes straight because that was the most ridiculous and retarded thing I've heard that day. Yeah, Jimmy would have never happened as a president. Not a chance.
My opinion is the most unethical CTA giveaway that MrBeast has done. But before I do that, I really want to drive home the point that the closer a sweepstakes is to an illegal lottery, the more money it makes. Because, you know, every customer is supposed to be informed that they can enter easily for free and that making a purchase does not increase their chances of winning. Like, you're supposed to say no purchase necessary in all of your promotional material, which MrBeast does not do. This legal gray area only leads to people getting scammed, especially the elderly and children, who are also being introduced to gambling.
Mainly children.
The only people who benefit off of sweepstakes are influencers and scammers. Remember Wizza, a sweepstakes company that got exposed as a total scam and shut down? Even Omaze, the charity sweepstakes company, got exposed as a scam.
Okay, everyone
and shut
watching
down
right
in the
now,
US. Or back in
never
the
do
day, there was
anything
Mystery Brand.
that
You remember
YouTubers tell
Mystery
you.
Brand?
If a YouTuber tells you to invest into something, buy something, has a giveaway, just don't do it because it's a scam. That has been a rule for like, it's, in my opinion, it's an unspoken rule of YouTube. If a YouTuber tells you to do something, don't fucking do it because it will get you screwed over.
So Mystery Brand is a website where you purchase different boxes with chances of winning things. Take, for example, this women's Christmas box. It costs $15 to open, and you can win the most expensive Los Angeles realty. But you can't even click it, okay? It doesn't even give you more information, but apparently it's worth $250 million.
Yeah,
I love
no
that you can't
chance.
click it, like they're just like, trust us. There's a $250 million house with your name on it. All the way down to Icicle. Site balance. I'm willing to bet that this is probably what 99% of the
99.9.
Hey, at least MrBeast never wanted to work with this obvious scam. I mean, at least MrBeast's manager never went on some podcast and talked about how MrBeast really wanted to work with this company. No, what's the...
Is there anything you've had to say no to?
Yeah, tons. Yeah, so a good example. So it was about 3 years or 2.5 years ago when I started working with Jimmy. What was becoming really popular were these like mystery loot crate, like internet sites where it's basically like CSGO skins, but you'd go on and be like, here's the Supreme box, and you'd pay $50 for it. And remember, it was
yeah, didn't Ricegum did
yeah,
quite a few
Paul,
people.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, they got a lot of hate for that.
Right.
Jimmy was, he wanted to work with that company when he heard about it because it was a lot of money, and we wanted to give that money away in a video, and I had to talk him back on it. I was like, listen, we're not promoting gambling. I think people are going to see this negatively. So it was a long
He's
conversation
promotes
that
gambling a
had,
lot.
Which eventually we passed on the deal, and then Jake, Paul, and Ricegum ended up doing that deal and got a lot of hate for it.
Jimmy, why is your manager saying that you wanted to promote this obvious scam to your young, impressionable audience? MrBeast launched Feastables, his new chocolate. MrBeast launched Feastables, his new chocolate brand, back in January 2022.
I want to tell you guys about my new snack company, Feastables.
Literally just regular chocolate, but it has the branding of a popular YouTuber on it, so it makes way more money.
Bars are gonna have a mystery ticket inside of them, and if you get this mystery ticket,
Doubt it.
fly you out to compete for a chocolate factory in one of our videos. And on top of that, Chandler, we're giving away over $1 million in other prizes to random people that buy the bar.
Yeah, no chance.
It's interesting to look back at this because a large part of Feastables' marketing campaign was the fact that it's a better for you brand, that it's healthier for you than Hershey's. Less sugar, only 4 ingredients, all organic.
I wanted to just make a better for you snack brand because I think a lot of the stuff out there is just terrible for you.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
Like Hershey's, for example, there's 10 ingredients, super processed. Our Feastables bars are 5 ingredients, and just all the ingredients are way higher quality. And it's infinitely better than the other options out there.
I got all the Feastable chocolates. Let's try them and rank them.
Sounds fishy.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Totally not biased, because if it sells more, I make more money.
I'm gonna be honest, and I hope Jimmy is sitting next to me and not getting his feelings hurt.
Compare it to Hershey's. It's our Crunch Bar.
Okay. This is the one you believe in.
Yes.
Not crazy, Jimmy.
No? You don't like Crunch Bars?
I do like Crunch Bars, but again, it's too sweet.
Let me try this. Maybe these are defective.
I
Oh
do
my
like
god, this tastes good to me.
Wait, we're supposed to be ranking them. I rated the first one, so we're going completely off of.
Oh,
we're
well,
going completely off of.
we're in too deep. I rate this a 10 out of 10. I give this an 11 out of 10. Keep in mind, only
Of course it is, because you'll sell more if you say it's great.
The normal thing out there. Also my favorite so far.
Okay, here's the thing. I didn't realize you were a dark chocolate guy.
I'm not a super dark chocolate guy. I do love dark chocolate. I get it a 7.8 out of 10.
Okay, so I'm starting to understand this, man.
Yeah,
Okay,
get a little
okay.
higher.
I'm starting to figure this
I mean,
out.
he is dark
You like
chocolate.
Right? You like salt? I
I
mean, you
love
as a
salt.
sea salt guy. I'm gonna get rid of these.
I love salt.
No,
No, I want the Doritos.
No, you just don't.
Bruh.
You like,
This is the
you're a
best
dark
one?
chocolate kind of guy. Yes. If I can read the room. The room is red.
Now in 2024,
He's a dark chocolate kind of guy. I mean, have you looked at him? I'm not racist, it's a joke, okay?
MrBeast changed the formula again to where it had.
It's almost the same. Feastables is 60 grams, Hershey's is 43. If you were to buy just one bar of chocolate and you had to choose between these two, the Feastables is the more unhealthy one because it has more sugar. But if we were to go by the amount of chocolate, then Feastables is slightly better. Because, I mean, the Hershey's one is 43 grams, Feastables is 60. Let's say the Hershey's is 40 grams, let's lower it slightly. And let's lower the sugar from 25 grams to 23, since I lowered from 43 to 40 grams. So 23 grams. We need to times 1.5 the Hershey's to reach the 60 grams of the Feastable. That's what? 23 times 1.5, that's 10, 11.5. So you have 31.5. No, wait, what the hell am I saying? No, it would be about 23. No, it would be about 35 grams. So yeah, Hershey's has like slightly more sugar if we go by the mass, by the gram. If we just go by buying one bar, one package, then yeah, then Feastables is worse. But overall, it's slightly less sugar.
Has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's, and
But the
even
ingredients
more
are the
sugar
same.
and more calories per bar. And this initial ad for Feastables, where he calls it healthy, is still getting millions of views a month. Also, I don't think you should ever advertise it as over $1 million.
I mean, it's
prizes
chocolate. It's
when
not
more than
healthy.
A third of those prizes are just coupons for more MrBeast products, forcing you to spend more money if you actually want to redeem them. Ooh, a $5 coupon for Beast Burger. Now a single combo only costs $20.
Bob's Burgers Palace or fucking Five Guys. If this shit can be successful, fucking Five Guys.
It's so good.
Who cares? It's called Five Guys. What kind of fucking name is that?
It doesn't matter.
Who cares about the name?
Branding matters.
It's about the food.
Is that?
It doesn't matter. The burgers are good.
Branding matters.
Well, your branding is shit,
Maybe you
1.8
should
out of
spend a little
5.
less time on this beautiful logo and more time on making the food actually edible.
Brother,
That's raw.
What's that, brother?
Also, be for real, dude. Five Guys has
Wow.
a nice, clean, appealing aesthetic. You know, the name suggests humble beginnings. This is like a 8-year-old sloppy cotton candy piss burger. It literally looks like a piss
I mean, that's
burger.
MrBeast's main audience, little kids, so of course they're gonna like it.
Also, this digital wheel is not remotely represented.
Didn't Mr. Beast try to like sue the people who made the burgers or something? And I think he also lost that lawsuit. I don't know.
Odds.
I'll check
Mark
after
Rober
this
has talked
video.
about this common deceptive casino tactic.
I'll put it up on screen right now.
Carnival scam video. The most lucrative games for the carnival owner are those where people overestimate their chances of winning. That is exactly what happens in this game, thinking you were so close to getting a jackpot, when in reality, you weren't close at all. In gambling psychology, this is known as the near miss effect, and people will spend much more money to try and win because they think they can just do it on the next one.
So I am absolutely pigging out on Feastables, and I'm trying to do this. Mr. Beast is teaching us gambling? Minus points because there's no cool music. Anyway, let's gamble.
Also, these tickets, one of them just so happened to go to a YouTuber with 700,000 subscribers. Just pure chance.
Yeah, pure chance.
No freaking way. So it is like really like total chance, obviously. Like you're one of like hundreds of thousands of names.
Talk to Jimmy, Bella. What do you got to say to
Jimmy,
say
thank
to him?
you for picking us.
No, he didn't. It was random.
I know.
Was it though? Was it random?
Wait, she said it! She actually just said thank you for picking us. Oh my fucking god. How stupid can you be?
No, he didn't. It was random.
Was it though? Was it random? Also, this guy went on to win the chocolate factory, and extremely unlikely things do happen, but can we see?
The YouTuber won the chocolate factory. Not the random people. Oh, how has Mr. Beast gone so long without people realizing everything he does is a scam? Jesus.
The winners were chosen, maybe? Because knowing how important it is to Jimmy that every video has entertaining contestants through the whole video, it's a little suspicious.
I knew he faked a lot of stuff, but I didn't realize it was this bad.
Opinion, as somebody who
I didn't know it was to
Beast,
this extent.
I don't think this large YouTuber won a ticket purely by chance. Also, I know that producers are sort of able to pull strings behind the scenes to give some contestants.
This guy
better
won the
chances than
Lamborghini. Let me
others.
guess, he's
Maybe
also a
one of these
YouTuber?
Sweepstakes to like bribe children with gambling to consume more sugar. Like, this is far worse than a lottery ticket because a lottery ticket doesn't give you diabetes and only pay out your rich and famous friends. Like, MrBeast is bringing hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of new people to the candy aisle, whether he wants to admit it or not.
That's true. Walking to the chocolate aisle, and instead of buying Hershey's, buying Feastables. Like, people who never would have bought chocolate in Walmart are walking to the chocolate aisle specifically to buy Feastables.
Yeah, a lot of people would definitely go and buy it, not because they like chocolate, but simply because it's Mr. Beast. It has his name on it. So they're gonna buy it because of the brand.
New market. Exactly. I'm bringing new customers to the aisle.
Okay, I guess he does want to admit it. You know, kind of a weird flex, not something I would brag about, Jimmy. Also, maybe I should mention technically I'm a certified nutritionist, which really just means I paid $1,200 for a course and then failed to launch a health food company. But I know that poor diet and especially excessive sugar consumption is the #1 cause of death and health problems in America.
I mean, it's
including some of the health
America.
problems that Mr.
Healthy
Beast
food is
claims
not a
to
thing
care
in
so much
that
about.
country.
Blindness,
Sorry, Americans, no
deafness,
offense, but
loss
your
of
food is
limbs.
terrible.
Mr. Beast also
And you
just
know
launched
it.
a combo with Zaxby's, which if you get a soda, it's over 2,000 calories for one meal.
There's obviously so much obesity.
What?
Soda, it's over 2,000.
That's almost your entire daily limit of calories. For the average person.
Calories for one meal.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat. The only thing real in
And
this
you're
video is the
helping
new
it.
MrBeast box.
You're causing
I'm
more
pretty
of
sure
it.
This would be illegal in Europe. This is like more calories in one meal than the average 10-year-old is supposed to.
It would be illegal in Europe. Yeah, most foods in America are illegal in Europe because the ingredients that are in them. Two or 3 days ago, I bought a Pepsi. It had 23 grams of sugar. The US equivalent, the exact same amount of fluid, or like a 20 milliliter difference, barely anything, had 41 grams of sugar, almost twice as much. So if this was to happen in Europe, the ingredients would definitely have to be changed. The amount of calories would have to be decreased. I'm pretty sure European McDonald's is also healthier than American ones. Just like all food when you compare European to American one. But whatever, let's move on. This isn't that important.
Tell me how I'm killing little kids.
New research finds childhood obesity rates are getting worse.
The #1 killer in America is obesity. The number of deaths in overweight people surpass alcohol and smoking altogether.
For 30 days,
Really?
we are going to be giving away $10,000 to a lucky customer who scans the QR code on the back of any new Feastable bar.
It's just disappointing to see somebody pretend to care about the health epidemic in the US only when it's profitable for them. I know this point isn't going to resonate with a lot of people because of how normalized high-calorie, high-sugar diets are in America. But like bribing children.
I mean, that's what you get when you choose the Democrats, when everyone is liberal. Obesity and stuff like that is not treated as a bad thing. It's treated as, it's your body, your choice, you know, that type of stuff. Meanwhile, all these fat influencers are dying because of obesity. It's like, you chose this. You deserve to die. That may sound dark, but in my opinion, if you choose to be fat, you deserve to die from it because you chose to.
To get into the habit of consuming
It is your choice.
excessive amounts of sugar.
You want to die early
$10,000
from heart
a
disease?
day as a giveaway
Your
is
body,
very
your choice.
deliberate because it's trying to create repeat customers that just buy out of habit. Like doing this, especially when you clearly understand how much of a health risk it is to these kids.
Because obviously so much obesity and disease comes from the stuff we eat.
It's honestly just fucking evil to me, and I pushed back against this a lot while I worked at the company. For Halloween this year, Feastables is planning on putting $1 million in a chocolate bar, and they wanted to do a bunch
Well, that's
of
not gonna happen
scummy
now.
marketing and shit. My manager literally said at one point that they wanted to associate buying a Feastables with your dream coming true. So they're pitching ideas like, you know, buy a Feastables, win 10K, buy a Feastables out of a vending machine, and the vending machine just starts spitting out money. Buy a Feastables and it
Wow.
has a ticket to Disney World, whatever, right? And I don't want to put a lot of like hearsay into this video. You should just believe the receipts that I'm showing you and not what I'm saying. But I swear to God, I said to somebody at the company, I feel like Feastables is 70% a chocolate company and 30% a lottery targeting children. And this higher up person at MrBeast,
I'd say it's more
said it was
50-50.
probably closer to the other way around and was laughing about it. Like 70% a lottery,
Wow.
30% a chocolate company. Everyone knows it's just the call to actions and call to action giveaways especially that drive sales. As soon as they stop, it's hard for large bargain retailers to sell this shit for 70% off. That's
You know, I saw a tweet from another MrBeast employee. I think he was called Chucky or something. I don't think he's even mentioned anything that's in this video in that tweet. He was like defending MrBeast, but none of this stuff was part of his like defense. He didn't mention any of this. I also saw that apparently fucking Ludwig and Moist Critical suddenly just decided they don't want to do internet drama anymore. They don't want to cover it when MrBeast has drama. And apparently Ludwig has been riding Jimmy's dick a lot, which is not surprising because, come on, it's Ludwig. Although actually, maybe he's under contract. Maybe he signed an NDA and he can't badmouth MrBeast. That might also be why he's riding his dick the entire time. Who cares?
why they push them so hard.
His reputation is going down the drain because I think his videos had like 90% dislikes.
This is the website right now. MrBeast wants you to join the crew. Just so weird and scummy to me. I believe all the Feastables giveaways do have official rules and no purchase necessary clauses somewhere, but it's very difficult to find them. In traditional media, if you advertise a sweepstakes like in a commercial, you have to say in the promotional material itself, no purchase necessary. Somehow MrBeast gets away with not saying no purchase necessary in
that seems kind of illegal.
Videos, the descriptions, pinned comments, nothing.
To celebrate our launch of milk chocolate and sea salt, we went out and we bought 10 Teslas, loads of cash, and all these prizes you see on.
I also saw that MrBeast has edited at least 85 videos and cut stuff out of them. He's been trying to hide the evidence, but at this point it's like, if you're cutting stuff out of your videos after allegations have been made against you, and the evidence for those allegations can be found in those same videos, you're basically admitting that yes, those allegations are true. Because if they weren't true, you wouldn't have to hide anything. Because there would be no evidence. But if there is evidence, you're hiding it. Then it's true. The allegations have to be true if he's actually trying to hide stuff.
on the screen. And prizes aside,
He's
unlike
incriminating himself, basically.
these bars only have 4 to 5 ingredients and just genuinely taste good. Go to
Except that's not
feastables.com
true.
right now and order some chocolate. Only problem, just genuinely tastes good. Go to
Logan Paul, this motherfucker who's scamming his fans all the time, complies with those laws. And Jimmy doesn't. What the hell?
feastables.com right now and order some chocolate. Only problem is the chocolate river is deteriorating. All the
The only place you'll find no purchase necessary is either on the Feastables Twitter account because it's a rule of the platform, and even still they try to push it. No perched neck, or hidden deep in the Feastables website under a FAQ. And to enter for free, you have to mail in separate 3" by 5" hand-addressed written index cards, up to 10 a day. Do you think kids are gonna do that shit or just beg their parents when they're at Walmart?
No, it's gonna be the
for
parents.
YouTuber diabetes lottery ticket. How is this legal? How do you mail something without making a purchase? Cards, envelopes, stamps. The free entry method can cost more than the chocolate bar itself. Also, going back to
So you'll
sweepstakes
choose
for
the
a second,
chocolate bar
payment
instead.
Isn't the only form of consideration. Consideration can also be time or effort that directly benefits MrBeast in some way. Like, I don't know, if he told his fans to clean up and organize his Feastables displays in Walmart for a chance to win $5,000. Shelf
Yeah, there's
cleanup
no
and
chance. You could.
$5,000.
How could you possibly verify that this actually was true and the money was given to the person?
Drawing? They thought this was going to be a monthly thing, but it got a lot of controversy, obviously. How can I
No
successfully
shit!
clean up the shelves? Wow, glad you asked. No bars on the shelf? Go find an employee and ask them to check to see if there is product in the back room and ask them to bring them out so you can put it on the shelf.
What? How? You can't do that. You can't just go to a store and be like, hey, I want to go in your back room, get the chocolate and stack it on the shelves because that's your job. But apparently I'm supposed to do it now because I can win money. You can't do that. There's no way that's legal. It can't be.
To match the tags. What the fuck, dude? Imagine a 7-year-old looking for the Walmart manager so
Yeah.
he can ask to stock shelves for a chance to be compensated.
That's kind of child
Was
labor.
Walmart in on this? This was not just one off-the-cuff tweet. This was like planned with instructions and graphics and everything.
Wow.
Also, a company asking children for selfies is a little bit weird. And while you're
Yeah,
at it, if
yeah.
you want to maybe move some Hershey's bars and make sure that Feastables has plenty of space, I wouldn't complain. Wow. I just cannot believe they were going to give 5.
Couldn't that technically count as defamation? If he's shit-talking Hershey's while promoting his own chocolate, which is a direct competitor, couldn't that be counted as some sort of offense? I feel like it could.
$1,000 to one of MrBeast's child laborers for stocking shelves. And no one at MrBeast was like, hey, this is a terrible idea. Actually, if you said that, you'd probably get fired.
This is the best tasting chocolate on earth. Good job, boys.
Whoa, 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 whoa. How do we know that's the best tasting chocolate in the world?
You're fired.
What? This is
That's
so
probably what it actually looks like in real life.
Do that? I mean, that is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
The most shocking result was that Feastables never earned anything higher than a 3rd place ranking.
But I do think their branding is
Well,
like,
yeah, 'cause it's
world's
just
best
normal
bar
chocolate.
is how do you get away with that? World's best chocolate.
World's best pizza.
What does that even fucking mean?
Define that yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's another thing. Taste is different for everybody. You can't just claim a food product is the best and have, like, no, you can't do that. It's like food critics. How do they even have a job? Taste is subjective. Not everybody's taste buds are the same. So how do food critics even exist? A food critic's rating doesn't represent what everyone else would think about that food. It only represents their own opinion. And yet it's treated as if it was just, I don't know.
I'm
Fuck
sure
this,
whoever.
I just want to get this video over with at this
gave
point.
some thought to it or something.
Okay, one last point on consideration. Prolonged attention is definitely a form of consideration. In the attention economy, it is the valuable resource that advertisers directly pay MrBeast for. So in these live streams when MrBeast says, hey guys, today we're doing a bunch of illegal lotteries, but also we're gonna be giving away some free stuff to people who keep watching. He does that to boost viewer numbers.
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep watching.
Everyone does that.
Here's what I'm gonna do.
Except they don't use money as bribes most of the time.
20 minutes an hour. I'm gonna randomly pick one person watching this IG live stream and one person watching this YouTube live stream. I'm gonna give you each $5,000. So keep watching.
There's no predictable intervals for when MrBeast will give things away for free to people who watch. So you have to be present
Basically,
when it happens.
keep
Which means
watching.
viewers have to keep watching.
Don't click off the live
effort
stream.
That directly benefits MrBeast. The more viewers, the more money MrBeast obviously makes, either directly through sales or AdSense, or just getting boosted in the YouTube algorithm. So even the free giveaways could and should
Man, I
be
wish I
against
was
the
this
law.
good manipulating
MrBeast just
people.
uses gambling psychology to exploit young children for profit. He's just become the first casino where the currency you pay with is attention.
Do you think attention is the most valuable currency in the world?
Well, of course.
Or labor, or money sometimes.
Yeah, his core audience is like, I'd say like 10 to 12-year-old boys. Older people are a little bit over him. Some people kind of question the ethics, you know. They sometimes say in these videos where he like builds all these wells or, you know, cures people of this blindness. It's almost like he's exploiting people for these views. So older audience don't love him, but this tween audience, they love him and they're thinking, you know, watching him could get me a car, so why wouldn't I?
I'm gonna give you guys a reason to keep watching.
Okay, now as far as fake giveaways go, I'm sort of limited in what I can say without exposing confidential information and getting sued. So my official statement
So he did
is
sign an
sometimes
NDA.
things slip through the cracks, and personally, I believe
That's a non-disclosure agreement for those of you who don't know what
someone on
NDA
Reddit
means.
posted saying that they were promised free dog food for life in exchange for letting MrBeast use them in a video. 5 months later, they still haven't received their dog food. I actually sent this post to someone who works at MrBeast, and they said they were going to send it to the PR team. And then
That
the Reddit
basically
post got
means
taken
nothing
down.
will be done.
So I don't know if it got resolved. Here's another example of things slipping through the cracks.
The second thing that I probably would do different is invest. And I know what y'all about to say. Y'all about to go to the clip too, where Jimmy said that we set a certain amount aside to invest.
I know you talked about.
That's the thing I didn't like about that video. Having him spend that money in a video is malicious, predatory, because MrBeast isn't going to want him to invest that money for things he actually needs. He's going to want him to buy flashy things like cars, a bunch of electronics, because that looks good on a video. But that's not going to set him up for the next couple of years, like what he should have done with the money. So it seems scummy to me, because the money was definitely used for flashy things to make the video look better, which just really sucks.
About wanting to maybe invest 50K and then set aside like the other 23 for just other.
50K, what is 50K? That's nothing in America.
Lie or anything, because I know what y'all do. I know what the internet does. But what I think what happened was somebody that worked for MrBeast or something like that was supposed to probably help me invest, but that didn't happen. I talked to Jimmy after I won $1 million, after I finally got the remaining amount in my bank account. I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be like how everybody's saying, like I'm gonna run out of money and do all this crazy stuff. I was like, man, Jimmy, please help me. And he said he was gonna help me and we was gonna invest, but yeah, that didn't happen. So
if you actually watch this video, you know, MrBeast does say that they're not going to be irresponsible, that they're going to try to set Mark up for life, and that
they were very irresponsible.
What we're actually going to do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future. So we're going to make smart purchases like a house, cars, and do some investing.
But according
a house, cars are not smart purchases if all you have is $1 million. A house and one car could easily run you up 400K, 500K, especially in the United States, and especially like 4 years ago. I mean, it's even worse now, but you know what I mean. So that's not responsible.
to Mark, MrBeast only gave him an hour to plan what house to buy, and then gave him only 24 hours to spend the bulk of his money for a video.
Time. I wish I would have had more time, and I wish I would have planned out stuff better. Like, that was the best example I can give you is when we had planned out the house and stuff. I literally had an hour. He had somebody come to my house, and we sat down and we planned all this in an hour. Yeah, they came to my house and we planned this out, and yeah, in about an hour. So I wish I would have had more time, and I wish I would have did a couple things differently on the time management side.
Honestly, just all of this can be ignored because just the fact that he had to spend that money in a video is incredibly scummy. And it shouldn't have been a requirement. If he wanted, he should have been allowed to use it however he wanted, whenever he wanted, because he won it. So for f***'s sake, how can you force him to spend it in such a short amount of time and on stupid, pointless, flashy things just to make the video look good? Like, it's just... Fuck MrBeast,
Which
man.
I guess
Fuck
I
him.
really couldn't help because I had to spend it. I had to spend the money and I had to like do all this. So
I'm starting to think he might have been a little bit better off if you didn't make him spend $1 million in 24 hours for content.
Can I just say, I'm super glad you won the $1 million.
All I need from you is a signature right here. The vehicles are yours.
What we're actually gonna do is be responsible.
Oh yeah, he spent 100k on cars. He could have just bought 2 cars for $10,000 each. That's 20k, but no, buy 2 cars for 50,000 each. So you spend 100k because that looks better in the video. It's bullshit. It's malicious. It's messed up.
From you is a signature right here. The vehicles are yours.
What we're actually gonna do is be responsible and try to set Mark up for his future.
You better not read it. You're a millionaire. You ain't got time to read.
Yeah, being
The more
responsible.
Shows around, the more I'm like, thank God you won the $1 million.
You're selling Krabby Patties, eh, Plankton? That's right, Squidward. And there's a free bucket helmet with every purchase. Care for one? No! You may have hoodwinked everyone else in this backwater town, but you can't fool me. I listen to public radio. What's that supposed to mean? It means you set up Mr. Krabs. You stole the crown so Neptune would freeze him and you could finally get your stubby little paws on the Krabby Patty formula. It was you all along. But you made one fatal mistake. You messed with my paycheck. And I'm gonna report you to the highest authority in the land, King Neptune. We'll see about that, Inspector Loose Lips.
Now activating helmet brain control devices.
Those helmets should have said MB. That would have just made it way better. But I guess CB could just be taken as Corporate Beast, for example.
What's going on here? Seize him, slaves!
Yeah, I've already seen the charity defense be used for MrBeast. I've seen some comments about how all these allegations are just bullshit because he does charity. So those people are just incredibly naive and gullible. Because apparently, if you do charity, that means you can't do bad things.
Now be like shocked, like have your hands over your face, like you're emotional as you can be. So like have your hand reaching for it and then like be like shocked, like you're, yeah.
I mean, this isn't that surprising. That last bit where he was asking the guy for a good thumbnail, that makes perfect sense, you know? That's normal. That's not that big of a deal. That's not a problem. You need good thumbnails, but yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how anyone could possibly deny anything said in this video because you'd have to be a fool to not realize that the evidence is here. MrBeast, like I said, he cut stuff out of like 85 videos, which means he's definitely trying to cover stuff up. If he was not guilty, he wouldn't be covering anything up. So since he's hiding it, he's incriminating himself. It's obvious that he is hiding stuff, which means some of these allegations, if not all of them, are definitely true. There's still another 50-minute video, and apparently he's going to make a third one. So there's way more allegations, way more stuff to watch. So I'm definitely watching that next. So yeah, share your thoughts in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, you know, usual YouTube stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.